I am now creating weekly exclusive content for Patreon, so if you are interested in that, go check out the link down below. And of course, if you want to avoid the random lottery of FIFA points, you want to go straight to the source, buy the players directly, use u7buy.com and use the code TVM at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another episode of the Norwich City career mode. We are, I would say, getting into the back end now. We're more or less getting into the back end. In the next maybe 3 episodes, we'll look to wrap up the entire season. We've just finished deadline day. We've signed 2 new players. Check that out if you've missed it. Of course, you probably will see them today. They'll probably come on as subs. They're not starting. We play Newcastle, who are down in 13th. And I say that, they are a fair few points away as well, aren't they? You know, even if we lose the next 10 games, we should still be safe from relegation. But without any further ado, let's get into the game against Newcastle. We are away, and let's find out what the starting lineup is. Here is the Newcastle United lineup. Conte, Clark, Fernandez and Willems. Dubravka is in goal. Lazaro, Rongier, Bentaleb and Fraser with Calvert-Lewin and Abraham up front. That is a team. They've got St. Maximin on the bench. I don't understand that. Shah as well. Be playing him instead of maybe Clark. This is our lineup. We have Tim Krul in goal. Back 4 obviously remains the same. Why would we change it? And then Sangar, Cyprian in the middle, both completely fit. Buendia, Cantwell and Barco playing in the same team together. And then Greenwood up front. I can't remember the last time, actually, Cantwell and Buendia started together. On the bench, we have Baron Teya. I still don't know how to say that guy's name. And, of course, our other signing, Ferreira. Cyprian looking some way. Nice bit of football from him. Good footwork. Just trying to create that opening. Ball comes into Greenwood. Can he turn his man? He can turn. And it's a good save from Dubravka. I don't think he was ever really going in. But it's an early test for the Newcastle goalkeeper, that's for sure. Not a bad hit. It was going in. It was on target. It was always rising, actually. Maybe it wasn't. I'm not sure. Anyway, we've got a corner. Sangar gets it out to Cyprian. This is Barco. Lovely first time ball to Greenwood, who didn't want to react. Cantwell to Sangar. Ball into Buendia. Comes out. It's going to go up to Greenwood. It's a good ball. Barco is arriving. I know better than to try and play this in first time. That is an awful ball into the box from Greenwood. It barely left his foot. That was absolutely horrendous. Little dink there, which was a waste. It's going to come back down to Buendia. This is Cantwell. Should maybe look to go for goal from the edge here. Oh, well, that was meant for Cyprian's. Come back for Cyprian. This is Greenwood. Can he play it across? It's going to go out for a corner. Barco's going to need to make a run here because... Oh, good. Cyprian's done well. I've tried to pass it sooner. There's Barco. It's blocked. And that's probably, bar the very first effort that we had, that's the closest we've come. Here's Barco again. Tried to ball roll it. He didn't want to listen. Cyprian lays it back off to Buendia. That was meant for Barco. Came to Cantwell. That was meant for Buendia as well. Here's Cantwell. Tried to lay it off to Buendia and just didn't kick it in time, really. Long ball played forward. Cyprian wins the header. Nods it down to Greenwood. Into Barco. Comes back to Cyprian, who was the original winner of the ball. Back heel. Bit unnecessary, but he did it anyway. Ball comes into Greenwood. Little flick around the corner to Barco. Back to Greenwood. Gets in there with a goal. And it's just before the break. And Greenwood gets on the score sheet for the first time in a long time. Barco turned provider this time. Normally he's the one scoring the goals for us. He's actually our main goal threat. Ball played across and defended by Aarons. If you're wondering why the camera angle looks a little bit funny, I have changed it. I feel like maybe the passes aren't working because the camera angle is a little bit too zoomed out, and the angle of, like, when you move a stick ever so slightly, it could be one of 3 players it's trying to pass to. So we're just going to try this. It's slightly closer. I wanted co-op and then to move it as close as I want, but you can only move it to like a 20. Good save from Tim Krul again, near post. We're under a bit of sustained pressure here. I probably shouldn't be talking about this now. I should be concentrating. But I just feel like this is a little bit closer. This is telebroadcast on 0 zoom, I think it is, and 20 height. So we've tried to replicate co-op as best we can. We can still see a lot of the pitch, but it just gives us that angle for passing, really. Triple change. First up, Newcastle. Lazaro comes off. Almiron is coming on. That's going to be a injection of pace and some skill as well, so we need to look out for that. But we have our own substitution. It is a triple substitution, as I mentioned. Buendia, Barco, Greenwood going off. Barco's actually picked up a knock. Barantea, Duda, and Ferreira all coming on. Duda, can he turn his man here? Ball into Ferreira. Good touch. Lays it off. Oh, he tries to lay it off. Goes for goal in the end. Great save from Dubravka. I tried to lay it off to Duda there, but he didn't release the ball. He was being held back by whoever the defender was, and in the end just goes for goal. Slaps it straight forward. Great save from Dubravka. Duda lays it off. Good ball into Cyprian. Comes back in. Ferreira. This is Barantea. Lays it off to Cantwell. Can he get it back to Ferreira? Ferreira, sorry, not Ferreira. It is Ferreira. Goes for goal. Good save from Dubravka. Maybe could have done a little bit better. Just wanted that debut goal, Ferreira, I think. But it was good football. I tell you what, since those two boys have come on, they've done really, really well. And it's another 1-0 win against Newcastle. It's what happened in the reverse fixture. Or the return fixture. Reverse fixture? Return fixture? I think it's the reverse fixture. Earlier this season, a 1-0 win. And second time round, it is a 1-0 win as well. Up next is, well, one of the games I've been looking forward to. Not in a good way, really. It is Norwich City against Liverpool. This time, we are at home. At the Fortress, if you will. We beat them the very opening day of the season. 3-2. It's probably the most exciting game we've had all season, and it was the very first. I don't know what their team looks like. I know they've made at least one signing. This is our lineup. There are one or two changes, not to the goalkeeper or the back four, as you would imagine. They will remain the same. Two central midfield players, staple of our team. Duda comes into the middle. Barco has recovered, and Jesus Ferreira starts up front. Greenwood is on the bench, as is Baranete. I need to learn how to say that guy's name. Alisson in goal. Trent, Matip, Van Dijk, and Laruzzi. I love that guy. Liverpool youth player. Wijnaldum, Fabinho, Tolisso, a new signing for them. And then the front three is as same as ever. On the bench, Sergio Roberto. And a couple of others that I don't really recognise. So obviously there must be new signings. But it is more or less an unchanged Liverpool team. Laruzzi replaces Robertson, of course, who moved to Bayern Munich. Duda comes forward to try and block that run, move. Tolisso, hello, there's a bit of a space opening up. Mane's in on goal. What a save, but it's a penalty. And that is, I would say, my fault, but it's nothing to do with me. It's Godfrey's fault. He's taken him down. Mane has scored 6 in his last 3. He was the danger man. He missed, incidentally. Tim Krul was actually able to make the save. But, I mean, that is a penalty in every sense of the word. Manager not happy. Neither am I. What's going to happen? Oh, well, I mean, Tim Krul went the right way, but Salah's penalty skills are just too good. Simakan went across. Tim Krul forced to make a save. I tell you what, we are in for a thumping today. There is absolutely no way we are getting a goal. I'd be very surprised if we manage a shot on target. Duda gets it out. Buendia. Barco. Wow, that's a great ball. Cyprian doesn't have an awful lot of pace. Ferreira does. New boy. Ball inside. Good ball, actually. Oh, there's Duda. Barco, even. It's a goal. Barco scores against Liverpool for the second time in the same season. And, of course, this happened before. Liverpool went a goal up. We came back. We scored. They then scored again. Then we scored twice to beat them 3-2 on the opening day. I got a little bit confused. I thought it was Duda who played it in. It was Buendia to play it to Barco. And he's rifled that into the roof of the net. I had a look just before the game. He's only got 67 finishing, so we've put him on some finishing drills. Hopefully we can improve that, but we have punished Liverpool again, and we've got the benefit of the doubt from the referee as well. Hello, Barco's making another run there. He's going to have to stop this and maybe come back to Buendia. Goes for goal. Buendia should have laid it off to Barco. That is a wasted opportunity. Good football from Cyprian. Little layoff here from Duda. Godfrey. Oh my God, we are playing with fire here. Simakan plays a good ball up the line. Lewis comes in. Hello, Buendia's gone round the outside. I can spot Ferreira. What a challenge. I'm not sure. Look, well, I mean, that, in my opinion, was a fantastic challenge by Virgil van Dijk. Didn't look like there was anything wrong with it at all. And now all of a sudden we've got a free kick on the edge of the area. We are on the brink of half-time and the referee has sent him off. Oh my days. I did not expect that. It didn't even look like a foul. I mean, there's nothing in that, is there? That's a red card. I mean, that is shocking. I would get that overturned in FM, but as this is FIFA, there won't even be an appeal process. That is crazy. And now all of a sudden, we have a golden opportunity to take 3 points here. Cyprian with the free kick. Oh, it's top bins. It's a good save from Alisson. That was a golden opportunity, but when you're up against a good goalkeeper like that, we saw it with Arsenal, with Leno, it's difficult to beat them. Mane's in the penalty area. There's Laruzzi. Oh, it's a brilliant back heel from arguably the best player on the pitch, Laruzzi. What is the referee doing? I've not pressed anything there. Godfrey commits another foul inside the penalty area, and that is another penalty. This referee hasn't got a clue what he's doing. Oh, that's ridiculous. I mean, I've literally, right, in terms of what I'm doing, I've gone behind him, and I'm just holding shield. That's all I'm doing. I didn't press any button to try and take the ball off him or anything. I'm literally just stopping him. Unreal. Are we going to go the same place? Yes, we have. And Tim Krul this time makes the save. We're still not out of the woods yet, though. They are a very dangerous team. We know this. Hello, Barco. Oh, he couldn't get it clear. That's going to be a goal all day, isn't it? Oh, come on now, game. What is going on? Oh, this game is horrific. Absolutely horrific. I can't believe that. I genuinely cannot believe that. I just couldn't move. Could not get rid of the ball. Couldn't move. They kept bundling into my players. Look at that. I just couldn't couldn't get rid of it. Somehow Trent got the shot off. Godfrey didn't do anything, even though I'm spamming the button to clear. Simican lunges because I was spamming, which is fair enough. And then Firmino scores. This game is horrendous. Roll on, FIFA 21. Aaron's with an interception. Godfrey has... I mean, that's not a foul. That's exactly the same situation in which their penalties were given. Barco's played through the middle. He's offside. Right, ball comes down. Sangar chests it down to Cyprian. Ball comes into Barco. Little 1-2 here with Greenwood, maybe. Gets the better of his man. And, well, at least said about that, the better. What a golden opportunity that was. Bold move coming up here. Barco off. Basogog on. We've got other strikers on the bench. We've got our brand new Baron Tatea on the bench. No, not bringing him on. Giving Basogog a go. Let's see if he can put his money where his mouth is. Come on, get a goal and I will give you a first team place. Ball up. Here is Basogog. Interesting. Development. Ball in. Hello. There's Cantwell. How long? How long do you want? He was waiting for planning permission or something. Cyprian's ball was awful. That isn't a particularly great pass either. Oh, where am I going with this? Cantwell feels like an absolute tank, I tell you that much. Here's Duda. That's brilliant football. Cyprian across. Oh, well, Basogog was waiting. Maybe Cyprian should have gone for goal. There is Cyprian. That's a fake shot. And I think that could be the end of Basogog's career, to be honest, because that was horrific. And that's game over. Well, to say that I'm angry at that is an understatement. Honestly, I genuinely cannot express how annoyed I am about that game in particular. To end off the episode, we are taking a look at the league table. Well, we were chasing down Everton. They seem to have other ideas. They're actually chasing down Manchester United, who occupy that Europa League place. We are now chasing down Wolves. And ironically, next game, we have Wolves. We're still 4 points clear of Arsenal. I don't know what the hell they're doing this season, but they are not playing particularly well. We are keeping an even goal difference right now. Somehow we're managing to score 2, concede 2. But it is what it is. We're safe now. I'm not worried about being relegated. If we look down to the bottom of the table, 19 points, 19, 20 points seems to be in and around. I would imagine that they would pick up no more than, say, 5 or 6, maybe 7 points collectively down there. I'm not too concerned about being relegated. I think we're fine. Our run of form lately hasn't been too bad. Liverpool game aside, we've been doing all right. So, into the game against Wolves we go. Obviously, I want to win. but given how many games they've won this season, they don't really do draws. They score a lot of goals, and they don't particularly concede a lot of goals either. So it's going to be an interesting one. It pretty much has 1-0 or 0-0 written all over it, but we'll have to wait and see what happens in the next episode. In the next episode, there will be more than the 2 games. I may do a live game, I may not, but I will try and get through them as much as we possibly can. I don't know what the team is going to look like for the next game. I think Greenwood may very well come back into the starting 11, and I may give Baronetea a go. I need to learn how to say his name. I do need to Google it, but I may give him a start, and not where you think. Buendia could be dropped for the next game. I'll have to wait and see. If you have enjoyed today's episode, do me a favour and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.